it's me, Carli, and today I'm making a video about what it's been like teaching in Spain during the quarantine. Okay, so in case you've never seen me before, like I said, my name is Carli, and I make videos about teaching English online, offline, and abroad. And I've been living and working in Spain for 6 years, specifically Madrid for the past 5 years. So this video is not the nicest subject, but I think it's something that we are all dealing with in some way, and I want to help other teachers who are trying to figure out how to teach right now despite everything that's going on. So I'm going to tell you what I've been doing to continue teaching and earn income at this really difficult time. If you like this video, be sure to like it and subscribe to my channel. So in case you've been living under a rock and have no idea what's going on in the world right now, March 28th, 2020, we are living in like surreal circumstances. I can't believe my life is the way it is. Madrid, Spain is one of the worst places affected by the virus right now. We have over 5,000 deaths, over 65,000 cases of infected, and it's actually way more people than that infected, but people just don't know because they don't have enough tests for everyone who's infected. "20 days ago, on March 8th, Women's Day, there was a protest, like a huge protest, and the number of cases of infected went up 158%. So people started really getting worried, freaking out. The government shut all the schools down, and eventually, after a few more days, all the businesses closed, except for supermarkets, pharmacies, and like newspaper stands. Everything is closed. And you can only leave your house if you're going specifically to one of those places, or if you have a dog and you need to walk it. The police and the army are actively patrolling the streets, looking for people who are violating the quarantine rules, and they will give you a big fine or arrest you if you are. So they're not playing. I have literally only been out of my house like 3 times. Twice to take out the trash and once to go to the health food store. I still haven't gone to the supermarket, and it's been about 2 weeks, and I really have to go soon. But I honestly feel really anxious about going because so many people here have the virus, and I feel like it's kind of inevitable that I'm going to get it, or maybe I've even already had it. So I don't know. I'm nervous, but I need food. Also, let me just mention that on my Instagram, you can find like my day-to-day story. I post a story every day about like what's kind of happening with me and what's happening here in Spain. So you can definitely check out my personal Instagram and follow the history if you want to see more of a day-to-day about what's been going on with me. Okay, so enough of that. Now let me tell you more about teaching right now under quarantine. So prior to the quarantine, I was teaching mostly offline in big multinational companies. I'm a registered freelancer here. And even like before the quarantine actually officially started, many of the businesses started telling their workers to work from home. I literally went to one business one day and they were like, nobody's here, the class is canceled, sorry. And I was like, okay. But now it's like that with all of my companies. In fact, I teach most of my companies online now. I use 2 different learning platforms. One learning platform is called LearnCube, which I love, and it's really easy to like figure out how to use. They have lots of tools. It's very interactive. It's great. They have a free version. They also offer a 2-week trial of like a better version, so you can try it out if you want to see how it works. The other learning platform that I use is called Proficonf, and it's also really good. It has similar features to LearnCube. They also offer a free version and a free trial, so you can check it out. If you're interested in either of those platforms, I'm going to put the information below so you can check them out. I highly recommend that if you already have offline students that you just physically can't go to, you try to contact them and see if they're interested in teaching like online with you, because it's going to be easier to get students that you already have instead of like getting a job with an online ESL teaching company right now. Right now, it's extremely competitive to get work teaching English online. Lots of people are in the same predicament. If you do not have a teaching certificate, now is more important than ever to get one. I have a whole video about how to get a teaching certificate fast and cheap. It took me just a few hours to get mine with IOA. It does take longer with Coursera, but Coursera is a better course. But either way, get a teaching certificate. You're not going to get hired right now if you do not have a teaching certificate. So it's going to be really competitive, but you can do it if you try. And just to be clear, Cambly, one of the top companies that I recommend, is not hiring at all right now. They sent me an email about it the other day. They're not hiring any teachers until this all kind of blows over. There is a company that you can work for really quickly. I had a friend apply for it just the other day. It only took 1 day for her application to get approved. And that is a company that allows you to make videos like showing how to use different English words and phrases. So they are hiring really fast. If you're interested in working for this company, I'm not going to say the name in the video because I know you're just going to Google it and go sign up. I want you to ask me and I'll send you my referral link so you can sign up. But I think the company only hires native English speakers. So those are the only people that I'm going to recommend at this point. I could be wrong. So if I find out that non-native English speakers are allowed to work for this company, I will start referring everyone. But just bear with me because to my knowledge and from what information they put out, they say they only hire native English speakers. This company is great. It only pays $1.30 and up per video, but it's good, especially if you got the free time and you have video editing skills. You don't have to edit the video like a whole bunch. Hey, how's your math homework going?
This is so complicated. I just don't get it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I just had a breakthrough. I know the answer.
Wow, yes, you're right. I get it now.
Another big important thing about teaching under quarantine that I think I need to address is just staying healthy mentally. It's not easy to stay at home 24/7 and like leave maybe once a week, twice a week, especially if you're living like in a flat like me with roommates and everything. You're not even living in your house with your family. So you really need to try to stay healthy mentally. I know that adults especially like to talk about the quarantine virus in my classes, and I try to really limit how much we talk about because it's just too much. It's just too much for me to talk about that all day long. Or if you do talk about it, talk about things that you could do that are positive, okay? Like try to find out how they're coping with everything that's going on and use those coping mechanisms for your classes, like to help other people in your classes, like so they can share information. Another thing you can do to stay mentally healthy right now is to try to exercise. Even if you didn't exercise before, now is a good time to try to exercise. It's gonna help you feel good and release endorphins. It's gonna relieve stress. I started exercising consistently about a year ago. That's how I lost about 50 pounds. Check out that video if you wanna see how I lost about 50 pounds last year. And it really changed my life. So even now, even though I'm stuck in my house, I still find ways to exercise. I do an exercise class every day, pretty much, or I walk on my little terrace every day. I do like probably like 100 back and forth on my terrace. And if you want to know more about the classes that I'm doing right now, definitely check out the video information section. One class is Zumba with Ashley Orr. I love his classes. They're great, really fun. He plays a mixture of Spanish music and English music, so it's really fun. Another thing that I do is a yoga class with my friend Sarah. She hosts it. It's great. She also discusses a book called The 4 Desires by Rob. I don't know how to say his name, sorry, but here's his name somewhere around here. It's a really relaxing, very peaceful class. And the third thing I do that's exercise but like more for your brain is meditation. I do meditation with another woman that offers free virtual classes twice a week. So those are just the 3 things that I'm doing to like help myself exercise and stay healthy, besides like the other things. Sometimes, I find videos on YouTube or just do different workouts that I think look good. Another important thing that I do to try to stay healthy is just buy healthy foods for my house. Yes, I do have some snacks. I mean, I love my tofu light. It's super good. If you live in Spain, you have to try this if you're trying to be healthy. This is delicious. Very good nutrition, low calories. So I have lots of bags of Pofu Light. But I like don't buy chocolate and ice cream and other things that I know that I'll like binge on and then feel like regret for later. So when you do eat healthy foods, your body's gonna have more energy. You're not gonna feel so sluggish. So try to have a healthy diet right now. I think it's more important than ever that your immune system is strong. So in case you do get the virus, you can fight that off. Another thing that I do to stay mentally healthy is to keep my journal. I love my journal. I write in it, once every few days or so, just when I feel like it. And it helps me like purposefully self-reflect and think about what I'm doing and how I'm feeling, and just be like more conscious of my emotions and what I want to do right now, because now I've got so much free time. It is kind of tempting to just like veg out, watch TV, listen to music all the time, but I do want to be productive. So I personally write down like my goals and what I'm doing, and I think it helps a lot. Another thing that I do is make like a daily plan of like what I want to get done for the day or the week, and I just cross it out. It makes me feel more accomplished, more focused. And because I have no idea how long this quarantine is going to be, as of right now, it's supposed to be 1 month. So I've got about 2 more weeks left, but who knows, it could be extended. I mean, it really looks like it will be extended. So instead of me feeling like, oh, I've got tons of time to do this, I've got tons of time to do that, it kind of makes me bunker down and get things done, because now is the perfect time to get everything done that you've ever wanted to do, because you've got all the time in the world if you're under quarantine like me. Another thing that I do is self-pampering. Do you notice that my skin is glowing? It's because I've been doing like face mask and putting oils and all this stuff in my hair that I usually don't have time to do. Another thing that I do is limit how much time I spend on social media, watching the news, reading the news, because it can make you feel pretty overwhelmed. It's gonna drive you crazy. Like, don't obsess over it like I was at first. I used to be like following the statistics like crazy, and now I've stopped, and I noticed that it's really made a difference in my mood. Another thing that I do that has really been helping me stay mentally healthy so I can continue teaching is just to talk to my friends and my family. So yeah, sometimes it is a little emotionally draining talking to some people, and some people in particular I have had to limit the amount I talk to them because they're kind of negative and they're stressing me out. But in general, most of my friends and family are like very positive. We lift each other up. So I encourage you to find friends and family that are going to do the same thing for you. Okay, so those are my tips for you to help you stay mentally healthy if you are teaching right now. I know things are not easy, things are difficult. I'm literally living in one of the worst places for the coronavirus as it is right now, but I still have hope for the future. I do think there's still going to be a demand for learning English, and I hope that we English teachers, ESL teachers, will have work abroad for the future, but we'll just see. Who knows what's going to happen. If you guys are working for any ESL companies right now that are hiring, please put the information below in the comments so you can help other people out. If you have any other tips to help teachers stay mentally healthy right now, please put them below as well. I think it's really important that you stay mentally healthy right now while teaching. Take care of yourself before you worry about working. Alright, so I really hope you guys like this video. Sorry it's like pretty depressing, but what can I do? If you like it, please like it and subscribe to my channel. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!